When the pandemic struck in early 2020s and the whole world sat down and noticed it with dropped jaws, a mum and son in Glenwood, Sydney, thought this is the right time to get up and start working on something afresh.
What are you doing during these COVID times? Stockpiling food, collecting books, or collecting toys? Here's a mum and son in Glenwood, Sydney, who are doing this and much, much more. But there's a major difference. They're not just doing it for themselves, they're doing it for everyone within the community.
Something that would bring in new hopes. Something that would help in sharing the resources that they have got. And above all, something that would bring the socially distanced community together. And they started a street library that ticks all these boxes. Jennifer talked to us about what inspired them.
Well, originally we had my son home during lockdown, so we just wanted some things to keep him occupied and keep him happy and busy. And we just started this to let people in the community know that even though we had to practice social distancing, we could still show them that we cared for them. But it's actually taken on a life of its own and grown through the support of the community and through groups like Facebook pages and Instagram and just locals in the community and the neighbourhood who have been really generous in their donations.
In the first quarter of 2020, Australia went to a shutdown. Handshakes were forgotten and get-togethers became a thing of the past. People resorted to cuddling up with books at home. The residents of Glenwood who walked past the library for their daily dose of exercise stopped by to borrow books. Gradually, saying hi to the mum and son who maintained it became a routine to many. Soon, the community social media groups saw mentions about the library and more people came to check it out. And donations in kind started pouring in too, which helped Evan and Jennifer replenish their stock every now and then. Jennifer came to note the news about a lot of street libraries overseas becoming community pantries for those doing it tough in the time of pandemic. It was the time of food stockpiling like never before, and for that particular reason, it was also the time to share food with the people around you. She put non-perishable items in the shelf, and the community around her supported her initiative. There started an incessant supply of foods, followed by fresh herbs, veggies and even bread and milk. People started swapping food items, which helped maintain momentum. The food grown in the community garden were put out in the pantry too. Snow peas, fresh herbs and even sunflowers that grew there. Evan and his mom created a seed library from those plants. The garden did not just cater to adults. A fairy garden that was created in the premise brought amusement and hope in difficult times to the young as well as the young at heart. Gradually, the premise became a happy place for the people of the suburb. There were books, food and some greenery. Everything that you needed when you live in a world that was so full of uncertainty and chaos.
Yeah, I think anyone can do it. You just have to start with what you have in your hands. Like we just had a small patch of garden and we thought we just wanted to share that with the community. And so just start with what you have, just be out to look out for your neighbours and see what they need and be prepared to engage with them.
As a deserving reward to all the efforts of Evan, Jennifer and all of the Glenwood community, Evan's Street Library won the Street Library of the Year award in Australia for 2020. A most befitting recognition for bridging the disconnect and building a space of comfort.
During these times of disconnect, these kind of initiatives for social connection could be really important.